Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Jetter's Garage. Today we're going to be talking about why I love owning my Tesla Model S, my electric vehicle. And I'll go over 10 things that you might like about owning an electric vehicle. Now, is it right for everyone? I'm not going to say it's right for everyone. You have to decide if you would like owning one or not. And I'll go over the things that I love though, and you can check it out. Hopefully this is really informational. Check out my list. One thing I absolutely love is being able to charge at home. Now, the cool thing about being able to charge at home is that I don't ever have to go to the gas station. I can go at the end of the day to my house, I can plug it in at night, and then boom, I wake up in the morning, my car's fully charged, and I did it all at home. Didn't wait in line, didn't do anything. Now, the other thing that you've got, if you want to go on a long trip, I did another video all about free supercharging for life and how to get a free supercharging vehicle. So check that video out if you haven't checked it out before. That'll save you about $25, $30 every time you go to charge, but it's very convenient to charge at home. If I'm on the go, I've got a portable charger I can plug in at any 110 outlet. Or if I'm really, really excited and there's a 220, I can plug in there too. So I can charge pretty much anywhere I want to go. How convenient is that? When I walk up to my car, it greets me. Well, hello Tesla. How are you doing? If I run out of space in my vehicle because I've way overstuffed my car full of just all kinds of junk, I have one final option. It's called the frunk. Look at that. Plenty of space. You gotta love it. It's super spacious. So much so that there's actually 2 jump seats that go back here on some models. Now this one doesn't have it, but you can see all the space that it's got in the trunk here. You can even lay the seats down, and it's also got more space underneath. I can pretty much fit anything I want in there. Both of my kids' booster seats fit in here. You can see 1, you can see 2 over there, and they have room in between each other, so when we're on long trips, they don't continually smack each other. This is a great feature. To further their entertainment, you've got a plug for the iPad. You can put it right back here, plus a place to put both of their drinks. Seats that are heated or cooled. How nice is that? If I get bored, I can play video games like chess, which, by the way, I lose a lot to the computer. I don't ever have to use a key. There's not even a place for a key. You just sit in the car and it'll start right up for you. For a higher level of security, I've got this thing called Sentry Mode, where I can record everything going on around my car, so if someone hits it, I know about it. It drives like an electric go-kart. Super fast. How about having a killer moonroof? Windshield wipers in case of rain. Okay, so maybe the windshield wipers are a little bit of a stretch, but I will say this, if you're in the middle of a rainstorm, it's very nice to have working windshield wipers. So I'm not going to overlook that feature. Is it a reason to buy an electric vehicle? Probably not. But if you like going fast, the last thing that I'll say about this is they are very, very fast vehicles. You get going quick. You get up next to somebody, you gas it, guarantee most of the time you're beating them. And here's the other thing, is that you don't have to get rid of your gas vehicle to own an electric. I think it's a great second vehicle. Are we going to get rid of our gas vehicle? Heck no. Do we enjoy owning the electric vehicle? Heck yeah. And it's for all the reasons that I just stated. At a later time, I'll go over maybe some of the challenges that you have. At least for now, these are 10 tips as to the advantage of owning an electric vehicle. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of bonus material for people just so that you have a little bit more information if you're really interested in learning more about specifically the Tesla Model S. And, you know, it's also helpful just for electric cars in general. So as a bonus, the Tesla Model S is actually made out of aluminum, which is a much tougher metal the Model 3s and some of the other vehicles are made out of cold rolled steel. It's just not as durable as the aluminum. Of course, you do have some plastic parts like the front bumper. And in fact, on this one, I did a little bit of a bump on the front bumper, so it's got a little bit of an ouch, but I won't show you that. Okay, fine, I'll show you. This is what happens when you accidentally bump a little vehicle. Okay, so one of the things that you'll learn about the Tesla Model S, at least, is that they have these keys and they're shaped just like the car. So you've got the front, you got the center of the car, and you got the back. Now, if I push twice on the front, it just opened my frunk. If I push twice on the top, it unlocks the car doors. If I want to lock it back, I just hit it twice and then it locks it back up. If I want to open the back, same thing, hit it twice, there it goes. It's already open all the way, and I can hit it twice and then it goes, shuts. I can't shut the front frunk by hitting that twice. You have to actually physically go to the front and do that. So if you have a Tesla Model 3 though, one of the things that you'll find is that you get like a little credit card as the card, or you just use your phone, which a lot of people are using the phone, but in case you need a card. Now, I happened upon a couple of ladies that were renting a Tesla Model 3, and they didn't know how to unlock the car or lock the car. You go to the center pillar between the front and rear door, and you tap the card right on that piece, and then it unlocks it or will lock it back up. So anyway, hopefully a couple of helpful hints with the key situation going on. Also, as you saw in this video, when you have this in your pocket, it will automatically just open the doors for you. They'll present, so it opens it up, at least on the Model S. And then on the Model 3s, you got a little push button thing that you can kind of open the doors with. So one thing you should probably know if you're looking at the Tesla Model S is that they have two different size of tires that you can get, or wheels. So they have the 19s, which is what this is, or they have the 21s. Now, why would you go with the 19s over the 21s? Well, the 19s are a smaller tire and they actually have some better life in them. They don't wear as quickly. The rubber isn't as soft. So if you're looking to save a little bit of money on replacing the tires, then you probably want the 19s. The 21s, though, do look really, really good. They have some better looking rims. They have like the black ones, and they have like this gray that looks really, really good. It's kind of got that fan design. Looks really, really good, but you'll go through the tires a little bit quicker. Depends on what you want, durability, or if you want to actually, have your tires last a little longer. I personally want my tires to last longer, so I'm going with the 19s. Another helpful hint of something you should know about the Tesla is the fact that if you do get in any kind of wreck, if you do have any kind of blemishes on the paint or anything like that, then you're recommended to go to a Tesla dealer or shop that's certified to replace pieces or do the paint on the Tesla, and it is pretty darn expensive. So it's going to be a lot more expensive than, say, like your Ford or something, just a standard vehicle that you would get. So that is an extra expense. It's something to take in consideration when you own one of these Teslas, and also it's harder for them to get the actual parts, at least directly from Tesla, without being a Tesla certified repair center. What's my goal here? My goal here is to make sure that you can make a good decision if you're thinking about buying this vehicle. I think overall, I probably would not buy an electric vehicle if it was my only vehicle. I want to have the gas for any kind of range, and if I'm doing any real traveling or anything like that. But if I'm using it specifically for around town and I have my own house to be able to charge it in, then an electric vehicle makes a lot of sense. And especially because, and I've talked about this in some of the other videos where I have a solar system, so I'm producing my own power, it really can be an advantage for a second vehicle. I don't think that having just all electric really makes a lot of sense for us at this point. Maybe after the batteries go to like 1,000 miles. This particular vehicle can go 260 miles, and it's got a larger battery. It's a 90D, 260 miles on one full charge. which is not too bad. But, you know, if it's cold outside, then that'll go down. If I'm speeding above 55 or 65, then, you know, the range goes down, you know, if I'm going 75, something like that. So there's some different things you got to take in consideration. That being said, too, the Tesla charging network is good in the sense that there's a lot of chargers around. So you can typically find something for the Tesla. If you've read or watched any of my other videos on the Ford Lightning that I owned, that one was a little bit rough, but I think you'll find that Tesla is the best game in town, and I think that's why they're going to dominate probably in the long run. And we'll see how some of the other auto dealers do with trying to go electric. I think it's going to be a big struggle for a lot of them, and I don't know that there's like this huge push for everyone to go electric. I think it's more of a luxury at this point and not necessarily a necessity, even though I know that a lot of the governing bodies would love to see everybody go electric. I don't know that it's practical at this point. Anyway, I hope you've really enjoyed this video. Hope you got some really good insight. Feel free to comment. Happy to give you the honest feedback back, so that way you can make some great decisions. And I hope if you do get an electric vehicle, I don't think they're all that bad. I think it's been great. So hopefully this has been valuable.